All right. What would I do with 600 million?
Yeah.
I'd
Apart from become Batman's sidekick.
Batman sidekick, the van guy. I'd just spend a lot of money opening a company that gave titles to people.
That's an investment. That's an investment. You broke the rules of the game.
But is it? Because I remember before you clearly being skeptical as to the investments.
The amount of litigation that you're going to lose all your money in litigation. You'd be like, this title is official. It'd be like, according to who? You have no jurisdiction of any kind.
But it would be an awesome month. We both go down in flames. The greatest month ever, or the worst month, however you want to look at it.
I feel like that's what happens to anybody who wins the lottery. They're just like, I'm going to buy 6 planes. Oh, nobody can actually afford to own 6 planes. That's really stupid.
Didn't have as much money as I thought. Like income streams is really where it's at. Yikes.
Yeah. Well, that's just the thing is like, yeah, you buy a private jet. That's cool. You can definitely afford to buy a private jet. Can you fly a private jet? Can you fuel a private jet? Can you pay the docking fees? Can you put like everything? Like immediately these things that are like reserved for the super rich are reserved for a reason, because it's like you could get a lump sum that could allow you access to these things. I want to buy a mega yacht. Cool. You need a crew to run that thing. And then where is it going to dock, and how are you going to fuel it, and how are you going to supply it? It's like...
Yeah, it really kills the dream. I was listening to this comedian actually, and I didn't even think about this until this comedian brought it up. He's like, how do you gas up one of those super yachts? Like, and he made an excellent point. I'm like, holy like I was going to buy the super yacht.
Yeah,
like,
sure.
Now I can't buy it. Jeez, Thank you for ruining. But stuff like that. How the hell do you gas up a thing that takes thousands of gallons of fuel?
Several trucks pulling in like, yeah, keep them coming. Keep them coming.
We're just not stopping this. Like you just... park it and do like Kuwait or something and just leave it there. Like this is the only place with enough gas.
To the oil field and just pump it straight in there.
So I suppose really what you would just need is a long enough tube that can just run the gas like directly into a constant stream of gas. So like a mile long tube. You can go out a mile and come back.
Like essentially an extension cord, but for gasoline.
Yes, you never run out. But I think what I would do if I won the lottery, 600 million.
Sure.
No investments. I'm just straight up wasting this money.
So proud of us right now.
Honestly, I would have a ton of helpers, servants, people around me, cronies, call it what you want. I would have a chef. That's about 60, 80K a year. I'd pay him a little more because I'm generous.
Sure.
100K a year. I'd have 2 or 3 of those probably. I'd have a driver and maybe a driver for my driver and a driver for his driver.
Oh my.
This is so... I would become very unique.
I was going to say meta, but I can't use that term anymore.
I'd become very unique just because, like, all of a sudden I would require certain foods prepared certain ways.
Like, I only wear kilts now.
Exactly. I only wear kilts straight from Scotland.
Yeah,
it's the only thing that touches my body.
Yeah, and I will only wear them once, and then I will destroy them, and then they need a new one imported.
Exactly. But I would have just a whole crew of people, maybe a city, maybe, that's what I would do. Because, you can go to Italy and you can buy a castle for like $1 or something. You buy a town for $1. You ever heard of that?
No. You can buy castles for $1?
Okay, so I may be exaggerating, but it's true. You can buy these Italian houses for like $1 because what's happening is there's this big move to cities and big hubs of work because, you had back in the day these medieval like market towns, stuff on trade routes that are fading because it's no longer a trade route. Everyone uses
the Silk Road isn't around anymore.
The Silk Road,
oh my God.
It may be, but don't quote me there. I probably wouldn't invest in it.
I got to pull my investments out of Turkmenistan.
The frankincense is not producing nearly like it was. Damn it. But you can buy like these houses in these little Italian towns, kind of in the middle of nowhere, because they want to keep the town alive. So they just want people there. Like they just want people to get in. And this was last time I looked was a couple of years ago. So I don't know what the market's doing now. I assume there's still a few places there, but that's what I do. I would buy a bunch of houses and then I would basically hire a bunch of people to come in and live with me in this town. Now it can't be an investment. So we have to assume that I have to waste this money. So I'm just renting all these houses for everybody. And we're just going to make this like society, like community.
Like a pretend city.
Like a pretend city. Disney,
where I am
Disney
king.
does it. Yes, where I'm the king. But I'll be a just king. But it would be awesome because we would have things like Super Casual Friday where like you don't have to go to work.
Or wear clothes at all.
I didn't say nudist
Oh,
colony.
sorry. That's where my
Only
head's
the hot people can do that. Like you'll be screened. if your body is, 7 or higher, then you can do
at.
Naked
Come back
Friday.
to me when you lost 15 pounds. Sorry.
I'm just kidding. Because, that's kind of gross. There are kids around. stuff
Listen,
like
you're
that.
the king. You can do whatever you want. You don't have to apologize. You're wasting money. You're just throwing it away.
But wouldn't it be awesome? You just have this cool community where you all are like, Sundays are sacred. You know why? Football. All we just, like the whole town just gathers around. You had this like mega screen.
Sure.
You hire like ex Hall of Fame players to come out and like be
They're
there
like,
with
"Why
you,
are
watch
we
the games.
here?"
It'd be like a 5-year thing. Like, hey, look, I'm going to bring you, I only have enough money to pay for everyone for 5 years, but it's going to be the best 5 years
be
of our
so much fun.
lives. Yeah, it's going to be so, like, in fact, nobody would work really. They would just be doing, like, they would work, but they would be doing things that they want to do anyway.
Okay.
Like, I always wanted to be a guitarist. Well, come to
Have
my
at it.
town in Italy.
You'll be the
town
the
guitarist.
town muse. Like,
Yeah. You just have to play guitar all day. That's your one thing that you have to do.
I feel like you're going to run into an issue with like sewage disposal. Nobody really wants to do that, or garbage.
Or I would find someone. There's got to be someone. There's a fetish for everything.
Oh God!
Someone that's like, oh yeah, that's the stuff.
Ooh, that's some primo.
I love my job. What about the guy from Dirty Jobs? He's
Mike Rowe?
He's experienced.
I don't think he wants to do those things. I think he does it for the show.
Maybe over time. like beer is super disgusting. Like I think alcohol is so gross.
Sure.
But I hear if you drink it enough, you like it. So maybe he's drunk it enough. Like he's had enough of these crappy
Drunk into
jobs
filth enough that he was ready for it.
that he actually likes it.
So now you're hiring Mike Rowe to.
I'm hiring Mike Rowe to
You
do
might
the
come
dirty
at a premium.
jobs. I have $600 million. Like I said, it's a 5-year project. I can put him on retainer for 5 years to take care of the sewage. What else you got? Come on, try and crush this dream.
I just don't know that you have 5 years now. I'm doubting your money source.
Maybe 3 years.
2 months.
Maybe 2 months.
It's gonna be a great time. Okay, go home now. And I can't pay for your plane tickets home, so you're gonna have to get out of rural Italy. Good luck.
But boy, would we have fun.
Have a great time. Remember those Sunday football days? Yeah, I don't really either because we were drinking all that sewage.
But would you do it? So let's say you could live the rest of your life living like a normie here in the U.S., or you could have 5 years of the best life you can imagine.
I feel like I'd live like a normal person. I'm sorry. I'm
Really?
boring, Peter. I'm sorry.
Well, okay, you won't be invited.
Okay.
I take back your invitation then. When I win the lottery, just remember this.
I'd be like, Peter, he's not answering my phone calls. That's probably because he doesn't get any reception in rural Italy.
Yeah,
So,
Until we get that guy that, can you hear me now? Is he?
oh,
I don't think he's working anymore, right?
I think Verizon's moved on.
I think he's available.
Well,
So we'll just get him for the network, or if anything, just for the image.
to sell the idea.
Just to sell the idea.
No, I don't know about this.
Maybe that's what I would do. I would poach all these B-list celebrities and give them like another start.
Come back, guys. You can come work for Peter Co.
Yeah. Like all those ones that you're like, where are they now?
Huh?
Oh, in this town in Italy.
Really weird.
Pitalia. It's awesome.
Except for the poop. It's just building up out there. They thought they could get Mike Rowe, but he doesn't actually enjoy filth. So shocking.
This would be, what was that, Fire Festival? Where they set up
Burning
this
Man,
big-
where you just burn it all down.
Yeah. I'd probably get in trouble by the Italian government. But, like I said, 5 years. And they just, waste it all.
I'm not buying it.
Yet.
Yet. I'll be Batman. You go do your Italy Peter thing.
I'll hire you as Batman for my Pitalia.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of crime.
Actually, there may be.
Well, with not much of a police force. Although if Batman shows up, I
Batman's
feel like it's going to help bring things in order.
If I can get Bruce Willis to keep things in order.
Where he just walks around looking like this.
Exactly. He was in Die Hard. I mean, that's all he has. That's all he has to do is he doesn't have to say anything. Just
Okay.
That's a pretty solid Bruce Willis impression.
I can only say
I'll have to get a few though. I had to get like Bruce Willis, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I feel like these guys are getting kind of old. I don't know if they want to do this.
I
stuff anymore.
said B-list celebrities. Okay.
These are A-list celebrities. They're just
now. Are they? Maybe Bruce Willis, but what was the last thing that he was in? I mean, he's an A-list celebrity to me. Like, I would definitely include him on the list, but I don't think now in Hollywood culture now, like, would they actually be getting the prime spots? Now, I know Bruce Willis had the voice thing. It's really sad. So,
oh yeah, he's aphasia.
Yeah, which is really tough. So, I wouldn't want to bring that up, but second start.
I don't know if I can get behind this town.
No?
I don't know if I can get behind the town.
Who would it take to get for you to be there?
See, I would just want a bunch of young, hot models, and I'm really holding out for that Naked Thursdays.
What if I got a guy that was willing to play the Penguin? and your only goal, you just had to hunt this guy down. For years, I would pay him and like hide him out, and it was like this big quest.
A game of cat and mouse, and then you're going to get a very incompetent police force. Like, he was driving a penguin, and we lost him.
I can get him on the cheap, actually. That would actually be pretty entertaining.
Okay, yeah, I think so. I would be on board with that.
Like, it would take you 5 years to find him.
Although I feel like I would have to DC wouldn't give me the title of Batman, so I'd have to be like, Bat fella.
Not in Betalia. I would christen you with the name Sir Bat.
You are
man,
Sir Bat guy.
We'd have to tweak it a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like, no, Warner Brothers or whoever owns it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not Batman. It's Batman. 2 N's.
And there's
a little accent. Yeah, Batman.
Batman.
So maybe we'd have to do it in Germany. I don't know if Germany's selling towns like that.
That'd be bat with the umlaut over it. Batman.
Batman. We could probably get Batman. I'm almost sure we could get it.
And now we've come full circle back to the dirty stuff. I'm so proud of you. We did it.
Hey, guess who we have for Nude Thursdays, everybody?
Batman. Hey. It's the full Batman outfit with assless chaps. That's all it is.
I feel like this is becoming a totally different town than the one I imagined.
Am I destroying your dream?
I didn't say it was destroyed.
Oh.
I just said it was different.
You threatened me with a good time.
Anyway, so that's what we would do with our lottery winnings. We'll check back next week and see how much money we have to spend.
God help us.
Have a good one.